Gaming Bolt presents the 15 big video game sequels of 2016. With a huge assortment of original IP coming to every console this year, it might get a bit difficult to remember some of the hidden sequels some of us have been waiting years to play. Well, forget no more. We've made a list of 15 sequels we think no one should miss out on. If, however, the previous entries haven't been played, get on that. Halo Wars 2. Finally, after several years of waiting, Halo Wars 2 is coming this year. Filled with a ton of features, this real-time strategy game is a computer-style RTS that actually runs very well on console. Explore the battlefield, define attacks to perfection, and really make the other team pay in this hotly anticipated sequel. Final Fantasy XV. The last true, numbered single-player Final Fantasy game arrived way back in 2009 with Final Fantasy XIII. It was a significant entry that received a lot of backlash with its heavily linear approach. Square Enix are working hard to get rid of the bad taste of 13 by making Final Fantasy XV huge. A vastly open world awaits in the all-too-real game based on our own world rules. Crackdown 3. Microsoft have a lot to prove with Crackdown 3. This will be the first true entry in the series to utilize cloud computing, allowing players in online mode to go all out and thrash the entirely destructible city to smithereens. What could be more fun than knowing there are no limits to what chaos can be caused in an online match, without bringing the frame rate down so low it looks like a photo album rather than a moving picture? Nothing. Dark Souls 3. Sure to bring the fearsome, unforgiving challenge of the past two entries, Dark Souls 3 is coming back for blood. From Software, developers of last year's hugely successful Bloodborne, are back for a third go. And Dark Souls 3 promises to be just as deadly and just as fearful as the previous two. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. What is being called the final Uncharted in the series, Naughty Dog are pulling out all the stops and making Uncharted 4: A Thief's End look like a definitive current generation title. Exploring tropical locations, ancient ruins, and a story of mystery are what Uncharted is all about, and we'll be able to discover all its secrets this April. Ni no Kuni 2: Revenant Kingdom. The original Ni no Kuni was a cute, inspiring adventure based off of a brave boy and his struggle to bring his mother back to life. Ni no Kuni 2: Revenant Kingdom looks to be drawing from the first game in a lot of ways. With stunning Studio Ghibli animated cutscenes hopefully returning like in the original, developer Level 5 sets off with a new story in a new setting. Gears of War 4. Gears of War 4 looks sinisterly dark and evil in the newest trailer from developer Coalition Games. New enemies, crazy awesome weapons, a totally new direction with the look of new gen tech washed all over it will definitely allow this Gears game to shine bright. Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. Set 2 years after Human Revolution and starring the return of Adam Jensen, the next entry is ready to reveal new powers, abilities, technologies, and body augmentations that we haven't seen in a Deus Ex game yet. Street Fighter V. The rampaging sequel returns to PlayStation 4 and PC in Capcom's Street Fighter V. Fighters and creatures from all around the globe gather to do just one thing: tear each other to shreds. Unbelievably beautiful character models set in brilliantly designed backdrops are all just masking the precise fighting controls and unique powers and abilities each character possesses. Persona 5. Persona 5 is finally on the way. This JRPG that's a total hit with the fans will allow the player to engage in combat with demons while being able to use both melee and ranged weapons, instead of the usual one type. This Persona will feature unique blends of platforming, stealth, and traps, not so commonly found in standard JRPGs. Mafia 3. Family is not who you're born with, it's who you die for. As stated right out of the Mafia 3 trailer, a strong sentiment that throws the theme of family out there for the entire game. Mafia 3 is here to show that it can stand up to games like GTA and other huge franchises according to the developers. Dishonored 2. Arcane Studios and Bethesda Softworks are back at it again with Dishonored 2. Being able to partake in astounding parkour motions to get around this dire city is just a small piece of the fun and adventure that can be found in the second entry. Plants vs. Zombies: Garden Warfare 2. This hit game is back with Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. By taking what it did best in the last game, such as shooting and brawling it out against the enemy team, and adding in a huge amount of humor that only a game about zombies fighting plants can get away with, we'll get a stellar sequel that's going to be a hit with the fans of the first entry. Homefront Revolution. It's a revolution. Are we going to hide, or are we going to fight? With amazing new abilities, such as controlling race cars with spy cameras on them, awesome weapons and customizations, and a killer story about getting back control of the country from the enemy, Homefront Revolution is revving up to be a blast of a follow-up entry. Mass Effect Andromeda. A new legacy, a new adventure. One of BioWare's most popular series is back with Mass Effect Andromeda. Set in a new galaxy far away from our own, Andromeda is bound to bring new highlights we've yet seen in any of the previous games in the series. New characters, new species, new weapons and abilities, and new worlds are all awaiting to be discovered. And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. See you soon!